In the spring of 1974, every farmer in Stafford County, Kansas planted wheat. It wasn't a decision anyone debated, it was simply tradition. Wheat defined the land, the economy, and the identity of the people who lived there. Generations had grown it without question, trusting the soil and the rhythm of the seasons. Among those farmers was Lyle Jessup, a man who had spent nearly 3 decades cultivating the same 400 acres, following the same cycle year after year. For him, wheat wasn't just a crop, it was certainty. That certainty was challenged when his 19-year-old daughter, Claire Jessup, returned home from Kansas State University with a degree in agronomy and a bold idea. One evening at the dinner table, she suggested something no one in their county had ever seriously considered: planting sunflowers. Not in a garden, but across 100 acres of their farmland, specifically on the struggling West Quarter. The suggestion was met with silence. To Lyle, it sounded impractical, even foolish. Sunflowers were seen as decorative, not profitable. But Claire wasn't guessing, she had done the research. She explained that sunflower roots could grow twice as deep as wheat, allowing them to access water far below the surface. In drought-prone conditions, that difference could mean survival. She also pointed out that sunflowers were more water efficient and, at the time, sold for nearly double the price of wheat. Beyond economics, she warned of the danger of relying on a single crop year after year. Still, the idea felt too unfamiliar. When they visited the local co-op, the reaction from other farmers confirmed it. A dealer named Dale Hedge openly laughed at her, calling sunflowers decorations and insisting that their land was meant for wheat. Despite the ridicule, Claire stood firm. She calmly explained her reasoning, challenging assumptions that had gone unquestioned for decades. Her confidence left an impression, even if no one admitted it. Back home, after much thought, Lyle Jessup made a decision that would change everything. He gave her permission to plant 100 acres. It wasn't full acceptance, but it was a chance. That summer, the sunflowers grew tall and strong, standing out against the uniform wheat fields surrounding them. People drove by just to look at them, some curious, others amused. But when harvest came, the results spoke clearly. Claire's sunflowers generated significantly higher income per acre than wheat, especially on land that had long underperformed. It was the first sign that her idea wasn't just different, it was better. Encouraged by the results, Claire expanded the following year. Once again, the sunflowers outperformed wheat. Then came 1976, a devastating drought that hit Stafford County, Kansas hard. Rainfall dropped, soil dried out, and wheat crops across the region began to fail. Many farmers faced serious losses, some unable to justify even harvesting their fields. It was one of the toughest seasons anyone could remember. But on the Jessup farm, something remarkable happened. While the wheat struggled, the sunflowers survived. Their deep roots allowed them to reach moisture hidden far beneath the dry surface. Though not perfect, they produced enough to generate strong returns. That year, Claire's sunflower fields earned far more than the wheat crops, effectively saving the farm from financial disaster. Sitting at the kitchen table with the numbers in front of him, Lyle Jessup finally acknowledged what he had seen over 3 seasons. His daughter had been right. From that point forward, he trusted her completely. Claire began managing the entire farm, introducing crop rotation, alternating wheat and sunflowers to reduce risk and improve soil health. It was a shift from tradition to strategy, from habit to understanding. Word spread throughout the county. Farmers who once laughed began to take interest. By the early 1980s, more and more began experimenting with sunflowers. Even Dale Hedge, who had mocked the idea, eventually came to Claire not to criticize, but to learn. His customers were asking for sunflower equipment, and he needed to understand why. Over time, diversification became the key to survival for many farms in the region. Claire continued to expand her approach, adding more crops and refining her system. Years later, when she spoke at an agronomy conference at Kansas State University, she shared a lesson that stayed with her audience long after her talk ended. The success of her farm wasn't about choosing one crop over another, it was about avoiding dependence on a single outcome. The story of Claire Jessup is not just about farming. It's about questioning assumptions, trusting knowledge, and having the courage to try something different even when no one else believes in it. Her decision didn't just improve yields, it changed the future of her family's farm and influenced an entire community. And it all began with one simple idea, spoken at a dinner table, in a place where no one thought change was necessary.